Namaste, I'm Ashwin Kumar and I'm the director of Mahavatar Narsimha, and I'm here to have a trailer breakdown of a film which is my debut film.
How did it feel to see the trailer of your film for the first time?
The trailer went through, of course, a lot of drafts, and I can't even count how many drafts we went through. We have a lot of, a very democratic process in our clean productions, and we are very careful of what we are choosing to bring out to showcase to the people. And trailer being one of the most important assets that goes out because it kind of tells what world we are inviting people into. And I'm very, very happy. People have really, really appreciated. The trailer is just going gung-ho over the internet, and I can, of course, take you through some of the things that have been built and some Easter eggs in the trailer. Perhaps after the viewing of the film, you can get back.
So the trailer begins with the arc of the Daitya Asura demon Hiranyakashap.
मेरे भाई का हत्यारा आज भी जीवित है। यदि विष्णु से लड़ना है, ब्रह्मदेव की उपासना करो। ब्रह्मदेवाय नमः।
First 20-25 seconds of the trailer. As you will see that we are setting up the revenge arc of this Asura called Hiranyakashap, who is the master antagonist, a super victimized villain because he feels he's been wronged. And he is of a superpower and a full might, and his angst against Lord Vishnu, who has basically killed his brother in the avatar of Sri Varaha, and he is basically all out seeking that revenge. And there are some very interesting things because it had gone through a lot of iterations. I remember a lot of rendering and a lot of processing. What would the fire look like when you have a 360, 180 swivel of the camera? What will be the color of the fire? Do we want it to be magical? Do we want it to be realistic? I'm just reminiscing all those things that we went through.
हिरण्यकश्यप मांगो क्या वर मांगना चाहते हो?
You see Lord Brahma appear, and usually Brahma is represented with a huge beard and mustache, and he's like a grandsire. But when you read the ancient texts, and you will realize that they are ever youthful, these devatas, these demigods, and these gods, they are ever youthful. They do not age, and that is why we chose to keep the style more to the depictions from the Puranas. There's another very wonderful thing. We decided that all his heads would speak. Because you have a lot of films and a lot of serials on the TV, on the digital platform, that the heads are very static. So it was a very conscious choice that all his head could speak, and they could also speak independently, which you will also see in the film.
क्या वर मांगना चाहते हो?
सब कुछ।
This look of Hiranyakashap completely emancipated and having this kind of a skeletal look.
It went through entire 2 drafts of animation rendering, where actually we rendered out the entire scene, and after around 1.5 years we did the entire scene again. We thought it was time to up the game.
हे ब्रह्मदेव, मुझे वरदान दीजिए कि आपकी रचना से जन्मे।
So when you see Hiranyakashap is standing in this huge structures, and you see on the left is statue of Brahma, and on the right you have the Shivalinga, and both of them you will see are glorified. But when you see Lord Vishnu, who is in the center, who is his arch enemies, and he is completely old structure, uncatered to deity. But yet he's there, part of the pantheon. And that is what Hiranyakashap recognizes, that Vishnu is strong, yet I need to get stronger.
इस सृष्टि के किसी भी जीव से मेरा वध ना हो, न मैं दिन में मरूं और न रात में। मेरी मृत्यु न घर के भीतर हो और न घर के बाहर।
The trailer basically echoes this very important boon which everyone in our land knows. Asura Hiranyakashap has got the boon that he would not be killed inside nor outside the house, nor in the skies, nor on the land, etc., etc. So it was very important to this section to become the part of the trailer, because this is the exact technical boon that the avatar of Narsimha comes, and he takes this technical way to kill and circumvent this boon, and yet kill the Asura and restore balance. This is the dark part of the trailer, and then you have wonderful beauty side of the trailer coming in with Bhumi Devi and entry of Prahlad. Oh, I absolutely love Prahlad Maharaj's face, and you see the innocence and you see the purity, and that is what Prahlad Maharaj depicts, and I hope we've been able to justify that in the film.
तब तक भगवान विष्णु का गुणगान करता रहूंगा जब तक सारे भक्त मुक्त न हो जाएं। एक नाम से सबकी मुक्ति है।
So he is a compassionate person. He truly believes that the names and glories of the Lord will save everyone, and that is something that is tested through the film as you watch the film. That is what is basically mentioned here in the trailer.
विष्णु का परित्याग कर। मैं भगवान विष्णु को अपना शत्रु कदापि नहीं मानता। भगवान को छोड़ दो।
So this kick shot, kind of people just keep coming to me and say how wonderful the way it is shot, the way it is constructed. Of course, it went through a lot of iterations and getting the camera right, getting the slow motion right, getting the speed right as Prahlad falls across the camera. It looks even more fascinating in 3D.
मैं प्रहलाद को मृत्युदंड देता हूँ।
From this point forward, we see a lot of tortures that is inflicted upon Prahlad, and how his devotion towards the Lord Vishnu protects him, this 5-year-old boy, and going through so much, and yet standing against this behemoth Rakshas, his own father, with his own virtues. That is very wonderful when I look back. And then, of course, we have the hero shot, Faith Will Roar, that's our tagline, and you have Lord Narsimha just appear and just roar your soul out of you. I've been reading the comments, and people have been saying it just died of goosebumps and stuff like that. It's so fascinating, so nice to read all those things. Go to the theaters to experience this, that's all I can say. Even we are surprised at what has been created through us by the divine. 25th of July scares me even now, the last shot.
What made this project technically difficult, and could you take us through the animation process?
Usually, we have motion capture and these technologies that are there, but our film was completely, animated frame by frame by hand, as in manually keyframed, is what I'd like to put it that way. Because when we were using our own rudimentary techniques for motion capture, it required a lot of cleanup, a lot of things, and I felt it lacked the soul at that point. Of course, technology has come a long way since then, since we started, which we have adapted for the next projects.
Tell us 5 movies that should be on everyone's IMDb watch list.
RRR, that would be my choice number 1. My second would be Akira, that's a Japanese anime. Grave of the Fireflies, one of the Japanese anime again. These two are, I think, should be there in everyone's list. You must have Terminator 2, very emotional and very dystopian, but very hard-hitting tale. A modern Hollywood blockbuster such as Avatar. It's because it's kind of a film that changed modern filmmaking.